sending this one out to my man Killer B. No doubt, indeed. With that weed, you know what I'm saying? That old real shit. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. You could run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. They never around when the beef cooks in my part of town. It's similar to Vietnam. Now we all grown up and old and beyond the cops' control. They better have the riot gear ready, trying to back me and get rock steady. By the Mac 1 double, I touch you and leave you with not much to go home with. My skin is thick, cause I'll be up in the mix of action. If I'm not at home, puffin' live, relaxing. New York got a nigga depressed, so I wear a slug proof underneath my guest. God bless my soul, before I put my foot down and begin to stroll into the drama I built. And all unfinished beef, you will soon be killed. Put us together, it's like mixing vodka and milk. I'm going out blasting, taking my enemies with me. And if not, they scarred so they will never forget me. Lord forgive me, the Hennessy got me not knowing how to act. I'm falling and I can't turn back. Or maybe it's the words from my man Killer Black that I can't say, so what's left an untold fact. Until my death, my goals to stay alive. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive.
Yo, we live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the survival of the fit, only the strong.
In between two worlds trying to get dough. You know when the dough get low, the juice go. But never that. As long as fiends smoke crack, I'll be on the block hustling, counting my stacks. No doubt, watching my back and proceed with caution. 5-0 working, no time to get lost in the system. Niggas using fake names to get out quick. My brother did it and got back with 2 ounces. I live with one with squads, hit the block hard. That's my man Twin when he got back. That fucked me up, God. But shit happens for a reason. You find out who's your true peoples when you're upstate bleeding. You can't find a shorty to troop your bed with you. Hit with a 2 to 4 is difficult. While on the streets, I try to maintain. Tight with my Lucas hoes like to run game. Some niggas like to trick, but I ain't with that trickin' shit. I'm like a Jew, saving those so I can bit with, pushing a Lex. Now I'm set, ready to jet. No matter how much loot I get, I'm staying in the projects forever. Jakes on the blocks, we out clever. And beef, we never separate, roll together. When words come to words, so my peoples come first. Try to react and get the motherfucker feeling served. My crew's all about blue. Fuck looking cute, I'm strictly 10 boots. An army certified suits, puffin' nails, laid back, enjoy the smell. In the bridge, getting down, it ain't hard to tell. You better realize.
We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Strong survive.
Open your eyes to get wise. Look alive. 95, word up. Hypnotic thug life, get that ass paralyzed. Know what I'm saying? Mob deep and all that.
Got a question for you. What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That's right, it's a kilogram of steel, because steel is heavier than feathers. What do you mean?
They're both a kilogram.
But steel's heavier than feathers.
I know, but they're both a kilogram.
What? It doesn't prove anything. Steel's heavier than feathers.
I know, but look, they're both a kilogram, right? So they're the same.
I wouldn't want to look at the size of this. That's cheating.
Oh, they're the same
no,
weight.
It's a kilogram.
But steel's heavier than feathers. Paul gonna tell them?
They're right. They're both a kilogram.
Oh no, no you are not.
What is it you don't get?
I'm joking.
Are you alright?
I don't get it.
It's alright.
Don't worry about it.
turn around. Packing up, shacking up's all you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you.
Michael Jordan, his very image, has come to define, even transcend the game he plays so brilliantly. 3 times he has savored the champion's moment of glory. Last year he sought yet another, but his quest ended abruptly, his hopes snatched away, leaving him to ponder the almost forgotten feeling of defeat. This victory would belong to one whose star shines as brightly as Jordan's. Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, and the Orlando Magic powered their way through Jordan's Bulls and would celebrate their march to the NBA Finals. This season, O'Neal has continued his dominant play as the Magic are once again among the league's best. Shaq seeks to return to the finals, still hungry for his first title, his first taste of glory. But Jordan has been even more spectacular, dazzling opponents and leading the Bulls to wins at a record-breaking pace. Again, he looks to add to his collection of championship trophies. And if Shaquille O'Neal is to have one of his own, he knows he will have to go through this man to get it.
Holy shit, a lady!
Shoosh! Tell them about it, JoJo.
Coleslaw, 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 coleslaw. Wow.
Amazing. Jamming on the one. Jamming on the one.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
I call that the turkey hole.
Hey man, you're a faggot.
It's Jobbers and Jabbers on YouTube. Tonight, episode 18.
All right, there we go. Jeez. Off to a fast start. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Jobbers and Jabbers. I'm sorry. That intro, I've seen it 1,000 times and it still gets me. It's so stupid. It's fantastic. It is. It's either the greatest thing I've ever put together or the dumbest thing I put together. But hello, all. Hope you're having a good Saturday. How are you, Jabbers?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. Happy to be here. Tonight, episode 18. So stupid. Did you hear how I hung on that 18? It was so... Anyway. I did that on purpose. I sold it,
point
damn
out
it.
all the mistakes.
Yeah. No, I did that for effect. I made it a little bit more flamboyant than it had to be. I was just looking at the chat. Lamau, yes, best intro. Hey, man, you're a faggot. It's such a deadpan. Yep. It's classic. Sometimes, well, careful, Doc. I may have to go back to the stream where we were singing and pull something. It could happen. Don't tempt me.
Yeah, I think that stream's going to be privated real quick.
But we've got an exciting week of the show. Plenty to go around. We got anything from chicks can't dodge the draft anymore to parrots trying to eat opium and guy dipping his balls in some salsa. But the creme de la creme, the cherry on top of the week is, yes, you voted, so it's going to happen. At the end of the stream, our own Jabbers will be singing My Heart Will Go On by, I almost said it, I almost said Cher, but I stopped myself, Celine Dion, made famous from the motion picture Titanic. So look forward to that. And hopefully you'll hang around.
Such a terrible song.
That's what makes it good. Well, you want to do Barbie Girl? Or wait, I already did that.
I'd prefer to do Barbie Girl, actually.
Okay, wow, that's saying something. But let's say hello to some people in the chat. I see Doc Griffin, who we acknowledged a minute ago. I see Stabbers, Imagine My Shock. I see Victory, Lucky, Late Night with Broski. I see Fuckwad, Sengear. And that's all I see in the chat so far. Did I miss somebody? Do you see anybody I missed? I don't think so. Oh, Everyday Man. Hello, sir. Victory says Titty Tanic. Oh my. I think that's on Pornhub. I think you're on the wrong in the wrong channel.
Wrong website.
Yeah, wrong website. That sounds like the porn parody. Which I admit sounds pretty funny, but I have to draw you hard. I could just imagine the lines in that. Oh boy.
EDM said, lick the like button, people. Yep, lick it if you like it.
Oh, no. Please don't. Don't ruin your computer screens or your phones. Please, do me a favor. Don't do that.
Stop ruining my entertainment.
Oh, you want to watch them lick stuff?
Yeah. It tastes like schnozberries.
Oh, look at you. Topical reference. I don't know why I'm talking. I mean, I just... that's half of what I say.
The show where we talk.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. No, I just meant from the perspective of making horribly untopical references to things that happened potentially decades ago. Oh, and yes, you're welcome, Fuckwad. Oh, maybe that's a new idea for a new counter, is we have the how many weeks in a row, hey man, remember to say hello to Fuckwad. We'll put that in the on the idea board and get back to you. We'll put it through committee. You know, efficiently, like the government. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm just imagining at some point we're going to wind up with a screen full of counters.
Oh, why not? The screen's already busy enough. Why not? What's another 6 counters? Co-host on a talkie show doesn't know why he's talking. No. That wasn't my point. Wait a minute. Okay. Do I have to clear this up, really? All I was saying is that I was goofing on Jabbers for making topical references when I'm like the king of non-topical references. I make references to things that are so old that they shouldn't be referenced anymore. They should be lost to the sands of time. But as you know, I'm a boomer in young person's clothing, as the meme goes. All right, there's a +1. But with that said, shall we get into it, Jabbers?
Yeah, let's hop into it.
All right. Before we begin, though, we're going to switch over to this screen. I would like to point out this wonderful background art we now have. That, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go nuts. Ready for this? It's time to clear the screen. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Look at that. Beautiful artwork done by a good friend of the show and just in general, all-around great cunt, Byron, Lord Byron, who did the work. And you can see a bunch of wonderful show references in here. We have Wabots, because we were talking about human rights for the robots when they replace us through automation. So we have Wabots. We have me on the left there, looking swimmingly, I guess, with my lovely legs, if people have pointed out. I shave. And then we've got Coleslaw, which was made infamous by my ridiculous drop, which I'm going to play here in a second. There we go. And coleslaw, 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 coleslaw. Wow. Which, for those of you who don't know, although I think most of you do, that came from a story where, I forget what the exact context was, but it was something like some Indian with the dot, to be clear. Something was going on in India where they were having a science conference, and they were talking about how they had planes and vaccines 1,000 years ago, and it was given to them by some flame god or something. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about, Jabbers? Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, no, I remember the story. Yeah, it was a story about how the Indian gods had giant robots and mechs and all sorts of weird shit. At a science conference, that seems to fit in perfectly. It's not a history conference, I guess.
Yeah, everything seems to go together. Makes sense, mesh. And the moral of the story is there was a Indian with the dot gentleman with a last name of Khosla, Khosla. But at that point, I had read so many Indian names that I was so just done that I just called him Coleslaw and moved along without even considering that that might be wrong or incorrect. I was so done with, what was the other guy? R.K. Vaj Ragnarok, even though it was Ramanathan or something like that. So that explains the coleslaw. Then we have what appears to be some sort of pink thing in vial. That is hot dog in water. Because we read a story about how for a ketogenic diet or something, they had ketogenic, what's the word I'm looking for? Compliant. They had ketogenic compliant hot dogs that they were putting in water. So there's that. We got
Manning face in the back there.
Yep. We got Manning face. And that was a topic of discussion. I forget why that came up. I think we were looking at somebody with a big derp face. And they were like, oh yeah, Eli Manning's got a derp face. And then we put it on the screen.
Well, both of the brothers do. That's what's amazing.
Oh, no, it's clearly genetic. And then we've got a banjo on the wall, which is a reference to episode 9, if you recall, which was our Jug Band Jamboree, where we had a theme of jug bands for the intro, and that was fun. And then we've got then we got the dog there who's coked out of his mind. That's a reference to a story we did where they had a drug dog on an EDM cruise, not Everyday Man cruise, let's make that clear, an EDM music cruise, and he OD'd on the drugs he found. And from what I remember, they had to resuscitate him with, I think they even had to paddle him to bring him back, if I recall. The idea of having to, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name? Defibrillate a dog is humorous to me. It's not. The poor dog was just doing its job and just OD'd on the drugs it was supposed to find. And then they're sitting there going, clear, arr! It was humorous to me. But yeah, so thank you, Byron, for the art. Appreciated. You're a good cunt.
Absolutely amazing.
It is well done. Now to put everything back on the screen slowly. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. All right, I think we're back to normal. Oh, no. Hold on. And where are you? Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. All right, we're back to normal. So yes, thank you again, Byron. Now let's get into it. Uh-oh, fuckwad's already started. What's in general?
Yep, we've already started.
Oh, the memes are already coming in. All right, here. Let me open this up. And let's look at it for our first meme of the day. Fuckwad coming in hot. Sticking with the boomer meme of me. How do you do, fellow kids? I believe that's Steve Buscemi. And I forget...
Yep, it's Steve Buscemi.
I forget what the commercial was. Was it Snickers? You're not you when you're hungry?
No, this is older than that. I thought it was from a movie.
Really? No, I thought this was a Snickers commercial because he shows up as Steve Buscemi, says this, and then they go, shut up, Kevin. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers. He eats a Snickers, and then he becomes a kid again. I could be wrong.
No, it's from 30 Rock.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. We'll ask the chat. Chat, do you remember what this is from? I thought it was a Snickers commercial. Jabber says it's 30 Rock. Both seem entirely plausible. So we'll leave it to the chat. But yes, thank you, Fuckwad, for starting off the memes already.
Yeah, no, it's from 30 Rock. I found it Googling it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But you can see how that would be plausible for a Snickers ad when they were doing that.
Yeah. I just knew that the meme actually outdated the Snickers commercials. So.
Okay. Fair enough. Stabber says Byron needs to add to the picture now. The hagfish goo needs to cover the window. Oh. Blech.
Please no.
Yeah, there's detail and then there's too much detail.
Lord Byron, if you listen to this later, please don't. Please no.
Yeah, we're good. Also, I just realized I forgot to add to the counter. There, that's adjusted. So, yeah, broski, I got it. It's added. Jeez, everybody dump up my ass. Trying to do 5 things at once. I forget a counter, for God's sakes.
They're behind, hey man. There's a gap.
Thank you. The counter's wrong. The framing definitely looks like a TV. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so the counter should be up to date. I think we've covered Byron's art. Let's get into our first article of the day, shall we? So we start today with probably one of the bigger news stories of the week, at least in American news, from USA Today. With women in combat roles, a federal court rules male-only draft unconstitutional. Now, I'd be interested to get your thoughts, Jabbers, but I'm a little split on this because on the one hand, from sort of a egalitarian sort of everybody being equal, quote unquote, this seems to make sense to me. But sort of from a practical and biological perspective, this seems kind of stupid. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, so it's fairly simple. So I can understand the egalitarian argument, but only so far. The truth of the matter is that the only reason the draft exists in the United States right now is in case of a domestic threat. So in case somebody actually invades the country, we're going to need, people on the ground to defend the country, until we can get the military in place, essentially. The whole point of defending your country, the most valuable thing in your country isn't, buildings, it's not money, it's not any of that stuff. It's essentially women and the biological role they provide. So, that's what keeps the country going. It's what keeps the country alive. So, to say that we're gonna put women on the front lines is silly because you're essentially saying we're gonna put the thing that we need to defend on the front lines in combat. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is a role that men should fulfill, not a role that women should be a part of.
Well, and that's why I mentioned the biological component, because you get into the, kind of unfortunate biological reality that, the saying goes, eggs are expensive, sperm is cheap. And with that said, it's just like you said, where from a practical and pragmatic standpoint, no, we probably don't want the ladies on the front line fighting the war just for that simple reason, in that if they go, we're fucked.
Right. Well, and that's why I think that a lot of people that are calling for this aren't really thinking about it. Imagine your sister or your girlfriend or your wife being called up to fight for the country and you weren't called up. Are you going to be okay with that? No, obviously not. You'd rather you go than they go. And so it's just silly to me. They're not thinking about it in terms of how to run a country. They're thinking about it in terms of how to win an argument. You know, and it's a bad argument. The consequences of winning the argument are way worse than the consequences of losing it, but they're only thinking about winning the argument.
Right, and the other thing to mention is, you know, it's still voluntary in that this isn't an issue where women can't participate at all, but it just means in regards to, like you said, if the circumstances came up where shit hit the fan, as it was before this, if my number got called, I'm going. Whereas if my sister got called, well, I should say she wouldn't, but now I guess she will. It's just, it doesn't practically, I don't know. Let's read into it because I remember. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that people are confusing this issue. So this isn't a question of whether or not women should be allowed on the front line in the military. This is a question of whether or not women should be drafted to defend the country. You know, I mean, so the selective service, isn't the military. The selective service is essentially in place as an emergency draft system. So what we're talking about is, imagine that the United States is in a situation where they have to draft people in the same way that they drafted people for, say, Vietnam. Currently, any male that's 18 years old has to apply for, or has to sign up essentially for the selective service. And so, typically, men do that at when they turn 18. You can also do it when you go to vote for the first time. I mean, you can do it. There's a whole lot of different ways to sign up for the selective service, but that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about women joining the military. There isn't this is a forced entry into the military. And again, it's the reason why I say, essentially the only time this would come into play is if somebody actually managed to get an army onto American soil. Because then we would actually need to draft, to call it the selective service and draft people into the military. Otherwise, this is not like, the military fighting a war in, in a foreign country or anything like that. That's that's people joining the military, on their own accord. This is people being called to serve, and the idea that we're going to call women to serve to defend the country is stupid to me. And I don't care if it's sexist to say that this is something men should do. It's something men should do. That's their responsibility to society. And so, like I said, I'm not for, deciding that because we think that men and women should all do the same things, that we should, get rid of the responsibilities that men and women have that are different to society.
All right, let's get into the details here. A federal judge in Texas has declared that an all-male military draft is unconstitutional, ruling that the time has passed for a debate on whether women belong in the military. The decision deals the biggest legal blow to the selective service system since the Supreme Court upheld the draft registration process in 1981. In Rostker v. Goldberg, the court ruled that a male-only draft was fully justified because women were ineligible for combat roles. But U.S. District Judge Gray Miller, there's a hell of a name, ruled late Friday that while historical restrictions on women serving in combat may have justified past discrimination, men and women are now equally able to fight. In 2015, the Pentagon lifted all restrictions for women in military service. The case was brought by the National Coalition for Men, a men's rights group, and two men who argued an all-male draft was unfair. Men who fail to register with the selective service system as at their 18th birthday can be denied public benefits such as federal employment and student loans. Women cannot register for selective service. The ruling comes as an 11-member commission is studying the future of the selective service system, including whether women should be included or whether there should continue to be draft registration at all. The U.S. has maintained an all-volunteer military after the draft was discontinued in 1973, but the selective service system was reactivated in 1980 as a contingency in case military conscription becomes necessary again. Which again goes back to what we were talking about, as if somebody somehow makes landfall in the United States, or I don't know, somehow we end up with World War III that doesn't involve nukes.
Right. Yeah. It would be an extreme situation. Not. This is not. We're not talking about people volunteering to join the military. We're talking about people being forced to join the military.
Because shit's hit the fan and there's no time to
Yeah, well, or you just need bodies. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the truth of the matter is that when war gets extreme, the military sometimes just needs bodies to throw at it. You know, so.
The National Commission on Military, National, and Public Service released an interim report last month giving no hints on where it would come down on those questions. But Commission Chairman Joe Heck told USA Today, "I don't think we will remain with the status quo." The government had argued that the court should delay its ruling until that commission makes its recommendations. But Miller said Congress has been debating the issue since 1980, and the commission's final report won't come until next year. And because the commission is advisory, there's no guarantee Congress will act, he said. Miller said Congress has never fully examined whether men are physically better able to serve than women. In fact, he noted in a footnote, quote, "The average woman could conceivably be better suited physically for some of today's combat positions than the average man, depending on which skills the position required. Combat roles no longer uniformly require sheer size or muscle." Quoting the Supreme Court's ruling overturning bans on same-sex marriage, Miller ruled that restrictions based on gender, quote, "must substantially serve an important governmental interest today." The judge denied the government's request for a stay on the ruling. Justice Department officials did not immediately respond to a request for comment, but the ruling came in the form of a declaratory judgment and not an injunction, meaning the court didn't specifically order the government how to change selective service to make it constitutional. So again, with that said, like it's quoted here, it's mostly symbolic, but it's sort of establishing a precedent going forward.
Yeah, the idea is that they can push this court case further up, because the idea is to get the government to, you know, to appeal the case, and then this case to be pushed into the Supreme Court.
Right, at which point the judicial branch gets involved, and then shit gets established. Woo! I feel like I should break into one of those songs from Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, injunction, junction. What's your function?
I'm just a bill. Very sad.
Capital Will.
Okay. Oh. But today I am still just a bill.
I think the best version of that was probably Steven Crowder's.
Oh, I've never seen that one. I know Family Guy, I think, did a spoof of it, but no, I've never seen Steven Crowder's. What it is involved?
I'll throw it into the Discord so you can watch it later.
All right, we'll do. But yeah, so folks, women are now potentially able to be drafted. Very exciting. Can't wait for that to potentially turn out poorly, but hopefully it'll never come to that.
Well, and the reason why it's silly is because, you know, I mean, more than likely we're never going to be in a situation where we're drafting people anyway. So I don't know why it is that, you know, a men's rights group would decide that this is something that is important to them.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That does seem like a weird hill to die on, because you can kind of see where it would originate in the sense that, hey, we're just looking for equality between the sexes, but there's like 18 other issues that you could have planted your flag on as opposed to the draft. That seems like a weird one to me, but again, what do I know?
Yeah, well, and again, the biggest problem is that people don't want to admit that they have some sort of responsibility to society. You know, I mean, a lot of people want to talk, you know, they want to have long, you know, drawn out conversations about, you know, the role of government and all of that stuff, but they don't want to have conversations about what the role of people are. You know, and the reality is that, you know, I mean, just like Congress has been ceding its power to the presidency for the last 70 or 80 years, you know, the people have also been ceding their agency to the federal government for the last 70 or 80 years. You know, and this is just one of those things where, you know, I mean, when you get down to it, you know, men have a responsibility to society to defend the society. That's our role. You know, women have the responsibility of producing the next generation of people. That's their role. That's how the society advances. You know, and that's not something the United States decided when it created, you know, the draft. You know, I mean, that was something that's something that's been fundamental to human society since we've started living in civilizations. You know, so, you know, for anybody out there that wants to have the argument, oh, well, women should be drafted too because we should be equal. Well, no, we don't have the same role in society. We have different roles, and so, we have a responsibility to fulfill that role. And that's my entire problem with this, this whole argument is that it ignores the fact that, that men have this responsibility, and they shouldn't be trying to, offset that responsibility onto women.
All right. How about a car pileup?
Yeah, let's do that.
In a smooth transition. So from CNN, 131 car pileup on a Wisconsin highway. The terror revealed in a stranded motorist's 911 calls. This is why I moved the fuck away. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Yeah, tell me more about how snow in the winter in the South causes people to go crazy.
I know, it just gets so old and so brutal. Ugh. It's been wonderful. Dude, I've gone a year, no shoveling a driveway, no having to turn my car on an hour before I have to use it. No.
Right?
Oh, I've had to scrape my car maybe twice. Oh, it's beautiful. And not only that, but when we get 6 inches here, everything shuts down. And yes, I said 6 inches. But it's fabulous. Again, not trying to goof on or take away from the severity of this. This is pretty brutal, but I just don't know why people keep doing it. Well, my family's been here for 10 generations. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and half of them survived because of the snow. But anyway, car after car slammed into each other in whiteout conditions on a Wisconsin highway. 911 dispatchers handled hundreds of calls from frightened motorists. The chain reaction accident Sunday on Interstate 41 in Neenah. I feel like I should pronounce that a certain way, but my Midwestern is disappearing slowly.
I was going to say, it looks like Neenah to me.
Yeah. It appears to be one of them funny Indian with a feather names that's, you say Neenah, but it's actually Nia.
Maybe. Either that or it's a Southern grandma. You don't know.
Oh, Menina. Menina was a saint. One person was killed. 30-year-old science teacher Andrew Sheffelker? I don't know whether to emphasize the fe or the F. Fine, we'll call him Sheffy. Andrew Sheffy and 71 others were taken to area hospitals, the sheriff's office said. The office released recordings of some of the 911 calls, revealing travelers' fears and desperation as the crash is mounted. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Sorry, editorial. Help! I'm on the highway. There's a huge accident. A huge inaudible. I'm so scared, an unidentified woman tells a dispatcher. The dispatcher asks the woman to take a deep breath and tries to find out where she is. I'm on. Hang on. There's a huge pile of people are... The woman starts, I feel like I should be more desperate. I'm on. Hang on. There's a huge pile of people are, ah! The woman starts to answer as screaming and crunching noises are audible in the background. Help, she says later in the call. More crunching can be heard, but it's hard to tell whether more accidents are unfolding or if someone is walking in the snow. Get back in your vehicle, the dispatcher says as the crunching continues. Gosh, it's like a drama. Ma'am. The recording then ends. Another call starts calmly as a passenger in a blue truck explains that she and her husband had hit another vehicle due to poor visibility. It's like the snow blowing right across the highway, and everybody is like, it's a pileup now, she says. The caller tries to count how many vehicles are involved when more crashes happen. Oh my God. Okay, I can't help it. I've got to. That's too many oh my gods together. Hold on.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
That's all I thought about the minute I read that. Oh God, oh man. Everybody's just crashing into us because we're all like stopped on the side. The dispatcher tells the caller and her husband to stay in the vehicle, put their seatbelts on, and turn on the hazard lights. My car's just shaking. I don't feel safe in the car. What do we do? Oh my God, help us, please. Oh no, not another oh my God. I'll let it slide. The dispatcher is able to calm the woman down and assures her that help is on the way. Altogether, emergency medical service dispatchers handled 772 weather-related 911 calls between 11:05 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. And funny enough, one of them was from space.
Dun, dun, dun.
The call's coming from inside the car. Dun, dun, dun. But for those of you that don't know, I was making reference. We did a story where, was it a Swedish guy or a Russian guy? I don't know. He accidentally called 911 from the International Space Station, if I recall.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was because wasn't the number he was trying to call like 901 or something like that? Something really close to 911.
Yeah. If I recall, you had to hit 9 and then 011. So he hit 9 and then 11 because apparently nobody thought that that could potentially happen.
Yeah, no, who would see that coming?
What a twist. It took about 2 hours to stabilize the scene, get uninjured motorists to a nearby location to warm up, and to reroute about 500 vehicles stuck behind the pileup. The interstate didn't reopen until 3 a.m. Monday. Nope, never been there before.
Yeah, well, and if you look at the picture, like this is absolutely crazy.
Oh, you almost can't even tell which, because I'm not sure. It appeared because there's a barrier there that it's a two-way highway, and it's an interstate, so I'm going to assume, but both sides of them are just shut down completely.
Well, no, so the side with all of the emergency trucks, I think that's actually the side of the highway. I don't think that's on the highway. I think the on the highway is on the other side of the road.
Weird, because of the barrier right there and the wires going over it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a barrier on the other side too.
Ooh, 2 barriers.
Yeah,
Trippy.
But I mean, the other weird part about this is look at the amount of snow that's piled up in what I'm assuming is a lane. You know, I mean, either that or an emergency lane. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of snow to have piled up there too.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they just cleared it all out and pushed it aside to try to get people out that were stuck. And then that semi that's freaking perpendicular. Jesus.
Yeah, right.
That's brutal. In fact, I vaguely remember seeing a video of, I don't know if it was this or somewhere else, where, you know, somebody was recording in a car that would probably be in the middle of this, watching people run into people consecutively over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's just brutal. But yeah, so moral of the story,
in a bus, I think.
But yeah, moral of the story, get the fuck out of the Midwest.
Yeah, for real.
For God's sakes, the cheese isn't worth it. By the way, do you know what happens in week 8 of pregnancy?
No.
The reason I throw that out there is because there's an ad when I scrolled back up, and it's covering up the title of the article. It just says, "What happens in week 8 of pregnancy?" ?
Oh, okay.
So I'm just like, okay.
I didn't know where it was coming from, so.
You know, I thought we should talk about pregnancy, Jabbers. I'm currently feeling pains, a little bit of morning sickness. I wonder if you knew anything about it.
Well, I mean, I know a little bit about it. My mother was a labor and delivery nurse for years, but I mean, I guess it's not any weirder than most of the other stuff we talk about on the show, so.
Oh.
So what do you want to know?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
No, I'm completely kidding. But yeah, no, that's just it. It both makes me, you know, kind of, I know, and I think somewhere in here, I think one person died and a bunch of other people were taken to the hospital. And it's just, in that sense, it's a bummer. But in the other sense, I'm like, thank God, I'm not there anymore, and I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and Broski is absolutely right. He's like, there's not that much snow, and believe me, I understand. Especially here. No, the people here where nondescript Southern America, where I live, they're pansies when it comes to snow in regards to, well, and compared to where I'm originally from, which is right around where this shenanigans took place. Ugh.
Well, we're not pansies because of snow. We have more hills than you do.
Well,
I mean, snow is a lot easier to deal with when you can put chains in your tires and, you know, you're not having to go up and down hills like mountains. You know, it's a little different when you have hills all over the place and it starts sliding all over the place.
I don't know. I'm hearing excuses.
Okay, well, I mean, you can call them excuses, but I don't.
I call them physics.
living in a town where I have a lot of Northerners who think it's a riot to go and drive around when it starts to snow here, and then they get stuck in their cars and it locks down our interstates for days and days and days. Yeah, you guys don't know how to drive in snow when there are hills, so.
Oh my, there's some people are running with my 911 in space thing. Malachite says, hello, hello, Earth, is your refrigerator running? Space Medic, is this Earth? We do not come in peace, bitch. Oh my. Jabbers is not the father. Oh my. Oh, because
nope,
the pregnancy
I am not
talk.
the father.
Yeah, no. Probably not. The pileup was caused by some southerner or dumb coast dweller who doesn't know how to Wisconsin. Probably. That would not surprise me.
No, it was caused by some Wisconsinner that doesn't know how to Wisconsin.
Well, now that doesn't make much sense.
Southerners don't go to Wisconsin. There's nothing in Wisconsin.
Oh, now hold on there, bud.
Oh, yeah, there, bud. There's nothing there.
What about a Leinenkugels there, bud? They got that there beer, that cheese.
Yeah, we can import that.
Oh, you're not a fan of the old Aaron Rodgers there, bud? The Packers?
Nah. Nope.
Neither am I as a Lions fan. Fuck him in his ass. He can go fuck off and die for all I care.
Now, I've met a lot of people from Wisconsin. They're nice people, but there's nothing in their fucking state.
Oh, they're right next to one of the Great Lakes there, bud.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're connected to that deer part of that other state, that Michigan, that mitten. It's very exciting there, bud. You can go all the way around or go to Chicago if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Should we stop? Or should we cut the accent? Should we?
Miss Stabbers points out it's AA Ron.
Oh. Took me a second.
My favorite pronunciation. AA Ron. Done fucked up AA Ron.
God, it sounds like... Tell him about it, AA Ron.
It's from a Key and Peele skit. If you haven't seen that, I can link that as well.
No, isn't that where they have the NFL draft or the Pro Bowl or whatever, and all the names come out, and it's like Geronimo Anthony Allen, or just the most ridiculous black names in the history of man?
No, so it's actually from the Substitute Teacher skit.
Oh, okay. Am I having a stroke? No. What makes you think I'm having a stroke? Oh, because of the AA. Hey there, bud. All right, I'll stop. I apologize. I feel like I'm allowed to do it, though, because I am from around there, but whatever. But now Malachite's saying I'm having a stroke. No! I'm fine! What is the issue? Never mind.
Are you having a stroke?
I mean, maybe later. But I don't think anyone wants to hear that. AA Run is the sub-teacher. D nice. Oh, I'm a computer nerd. It's a requirement to be a fan of IT Crowd. It's in the manual. Yeah. Do you know that I've never seen that? Have you?
Seen what? IT Crowd?
Yeah, IT Crowd. I'm told I should.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh, all right. Well, then maybe I'll give it a chance at some point. But
I think Broski's laughing because you're having a stroke.
How? What? I'm just sitting here. I'm just hanging out. I'm not doing anything different. I went into Wisconsinite there for a second there, bud.
Oh yeah, there, bud.
Yeah, take it easy there, bud. Well, you want to take me to... Are you challenging me to a Midwestern off? Or am I doing this live?
Calm down and have some pancakes.
Oh, pancakes there, bud. Oh, you got to get them fluffy waffles, and then for lunch we're going to have ourselves a butter burger, don't you know?
So I'm going to give you a tip. If you ever want to hear the funniest Midwestern accent, talk to Stabbers and get her to do hers.
Well, shoot. Tell her to get her ass on here. Let's do it.
All right. Well, she'll hear it here in a second.
I mean, she could come into the VC.
Oh, yeah, well, she was in a VC right now. I just dragged her in, but she's not in a VC yet.
Oh. Yeah, no, Stabbers, get in here. I want to hear your Midwestern. I'm going to laugh my ass off. Oh, hey there, bud. We're going to get ourselves a butter burger, and then we're going to play ourselves some euchre there, bud. Oh, yeah.
There she is.
Great.
Oh, yeah, there, bud. You want some pancakes? Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Oh, boy. You got a little Minnesotan in you there, bud. We don't care for that there here in Wisconsin. No, we don't. Take your ass back to Fargo, don't you know? No, see, usually for a back and forth to work, somebody has to, send it back. It's like tennis.
She's too busy laughing.
I can't stop laughing.
No, that's not how we play the game there, bud.
Don't you know? I need some pancakes. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Oh, yeah, I agree there, bud. Yeah, thanks for the info there. I appreciate the tip. Now get your ass back to Fargo where you belong.
Why do you sound Canadian?
It all mishmashes together. It's all the same. By the way, I'm adding a bunch to the counter. Just throwing it out there.
That's cheating.
Hey, you volunteered to come in here. Nobody said you had to. Dare, bud.
I'm volunteering to leave now.
All right. Thanks for stopping by. Congratulations, first guest. Woo! All right. Thank you, Miss Stabbers, with the Midwestern run-in, don't you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. I think we're done.
Yeah, let's move on.
I think we should move on from this skit, this jiggery pokery. All right, let me see here. Oh, look at this. They're keeping track of the counter in the chat, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm being told I should watch IT Crowd, so fantastic. All right. Oh, fuck what? Miss Stabbers has a little Minnesotan in her. That's what she said. Ha ha! Malachite, most Wisconsin accents are just standard voices, but what else? Yeah, I know. No, if you actually live in the Midwest, you tend to notice that there isn't that much of an accent. There's very... Although, with that said, Did I ever tell you about that, Jabbers, where I went to California, and I swear to God, this broad was like, "What country are you from?" And I went, Michigan?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, you've got quite an accent." And I go, "I do?" Okay, whatever you say. I think you're toking up a little bit too much on that California kush.
No, everywhere, like, Minnesotans definitely have a Minnesotan accent. You just can't hear it if you live in Minnesota.
I don't know. I think my voice is just normal. I'm the normal one. Everyone else is weird, damn it.
I mean, you can go with that, but...
It's got me this far. Let's see. I didn't realize I had the accent until I moved to Georgia. Yeah, that'd probably do it. Oh, excuse me. Already at 6. Wait, 9 at least? No. I'm keeping track. I'm the official scorekeeper. This isn't a democracy. I am the judge, jury, prosecution. The whole bit. I am the law.
That's a whale of a tail you have there.
Yep. And a hell of another topical reference. Judge Dredd, for anyone who was curious. Anyway, about that whale. From Newsweek, humpback whale discovered in Amazon jungle in wildlife mystery that has scientists baffled. Biologists are trying to solve the mystery of how the carcass of a humpback whale, ended up in the Amazon jungle. The mammal was found in the Mary Jo Island of Brazil. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I can already see what's coming. Oh, no. All right, strap yourself in, folks. Heyman's going to try to pronounce shit. Oh, Mary Jo Island of Brazil.
We need a theme song for this.
Oh, we do? All right, well, then here, let me find the Benny Hill theme. Give me a second. If that won't get us got. Let me see here. Wait, really? The Benny Hill theme. Let me see. Benny Hill theme. 10 hours. That'll work. Or no, the 30-minute version will work. Let's see how that sounds. Yep, there we go. All right, we have the Benny Hill theme going. So, about 50 feet from the ocean shore. A team of biologists from the Bicho de Agua Institute posted... I mean, really, is it Bicho or Bicho? Anyway, de Agua Institute posted pictures of the whale, reported to be a 12-month-old calf, onto social media. In a statement posted on Facebook along with the photos, the Bicho de Agua Institute explained that the whale was not an adult animal and not as big as it looks in the images. The Maritime Herald suggests that the whale, not the whole, fuck's sakes, may have died after ingesting plastics from the ocean before being swept along by the waves into the jungle's shores. All right, this is too distracting. I can't. the Benny Hill theme, for fuck's sakes. All right, did you all enjoy that? Should I keep going? Yeah, Bicho de Agua. I know, it's damn close to bitch. I don't know, do you happen to know what's Spanish for bitch?
I believe it's punta.
All right, well then the Puncha de Agua. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure that Bicho is probably beach, but...
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Beach, agua. Oh, tapping my temple. Okay. The Maritime Herald suggests the whale may have died after ingesting plastics from the ocean before being swept along by the waves into the jungle shores. Renata Imin, a marine specialist, told Brazilian news site O... Now again, I don't think it's liberal. It's going to be Liberal. O Liberal. We're still not sure how it landed here, but we're guessing that the creature was floating close to the shore and the tide, which has been pretty considerable over the past few days, picked it up and threw it inland, into the mangrove. The mangrove? All right.
So apparently I was wrong. So Bicho is actually a small animal, like a bug or a maggot or snake or any odd-looking creature.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
So yeah, so this would be like bugs of the water, Diagua.
Diagua. Diagua sounds like a water company. They'd have
Diagua water.
Yeah, they have Antonio Banderas. My name is Indigo Montoya. You will drink Diagua water or prepare to die.
That was not Antonio Banderas.
I know, it was a joke. Damn it. Back to sandbagging. The municipal... Wait a minute. Oh, Liberal. We're still not sure how it landed here, but we're guessing that the creature was floating close to shore. Oh, the mangrove, that's right. Along with this astonishing feat, we are baffled as to what a humpback whale is doing on the north coast of Brazil during February, because this is a very unusual occurrence. Uh-oh, it's that global warming there, bud. It's making the whales throw themselves out of the water before they turn...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's global warming.
Making the whales throw themselves out of the water. The municipal secretariat... Okay, secretariat? The horse? Municipal Secretariat of Health, Sanitation, and Environment, SEMA, which is damn close to another word, is investigating why the mammal was so far away from its natural habitat at this time of year. Wait, I said habitat. The article says habit.
Yeah, they didn't proofread that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I auto-completed correctly, and then I look back, and it says habit. Its natural habit. We believe this is a calf which may have been traveling with its mother and probably got lost or separated during the migratory cycle between the two continents, Emin said. Derlene Silva, a spokesperson for SEMA, told Brazilian media that they found the whale after it caught the attention of scavenger birds. The vultures were spotted... Oh, I could be a total asshole. The vultures were spotted circling around the carcass, which was found hidden in the brush some distance from the sea. All right, I'll stop being an asshole. Oh, wait, it's not possible. All right, Silva said, according to The Mirror, an autopsy to determine the whale's cause of death is expected to take 10 days. This is not the first time. Yes?
Probably being out of water is what I'm going to go with.
Nuh-uh. Whales don't need water. That's a myth, man. It's a capitalist patriarchal myth, man. They're just like us, man.
Right, man.
Yeah, man. You're just ignorant, man. You need to expand your horizons, man. Try this weed.
Well, that's what the whale was doing. It was expanding its horizon.
Yeah, see? The whale's just Just coming down from a high, that's all. Throw him back in. He'll be fine. This is not the first time a whale has been found in the Amazon rainforest, an ABC News reported. In 2007, a minke whale measuring more than 18 feet was found stranded on a sandbar off the Amazon River near the city of Santarém. Santarém. Yeah, okay. About 1,000 miles from the Atlantic Ocean. The whale eventually managed to free itself and swim to safety. So yeah, here's the whale. The humpback.
Shortly after taking this picture, the locals tried to figure out how they could get it into a dumpster.
Ah, very good. That's like episode 1. What a callback.
Yeah.
That's not where I thought you were going. I thought you were going to say, and the locals tried to figure out how to get it on a big enough pike so they could cook it.
Well, that's why they needed the dumpster.
Oh, so they could transport it.
Yeah, it's like a pot for whales.
Uh-huh. Oh, Late Night with Broski. The stereotyping of stoners is very offensive, hey man. I'm considering flagging the stream. No. It's the average. Not everybody. There's outliers. You know, it's kind of like if you present me with Yao Ming, I can still say Chinese people are short.
Don't be a flag.
Just toke up again and calm down. I will keep you posted. Okay. You let me know. You let me know, man. Sorry. When you get around to it, man. Power to the people. Oh, I'm tired. Anyone got some Funyuns? All right, I'm done. But yeah, so oddly enough, a whale was found in Brazil, 50 feet from the ocean. Apparently just getting a tan. He's going to roll over here shortly and roll right back into the sea, I'm pretty sure.
Or not.
Or not. Thought you were going for a whale thing there for a second.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, nailed it. All right, cool.
Or not.
I'm just going to suffer slowly here. Don't mind me. Ignore the fact that my skin is changing color and I appear to be decaying. Jesus.
Hey, man.
Jabber. I think we did two different whales there, but whatever.
Yeah. Whales or, boats. One of the two. I don't know which.
Oh, God. There's some confusion going on in the chat. Broski says...
I'm confused.
Broski says, okay, love you, hey, man. Jurgen says, shit, mad gay. And then you're gay for Brandon. Only for his penis, not gay. All right, you guys need to sort your shit out, for God's sakes. All this gay stuff.
Well, gay people are welcome in our chat too, hey, man.
Big gay.
Yeah, a bit.
Big gay.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. Oh, could you say it again?
Amazing.
Ah, I agree. Amazing. What other... I forget. I have a bunch of gay sound drops. Oh, yeah, I got Brett Favre.
Balls feel good.
I don't know why I like that one so much, but I do. Anyway, we'll get off the gay thing. Wait a minute. Japan could have saved those whales. Oh, yeah, because Japan has such a strong track record of enjoying whales. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no, Japan would have definitely killed those whales and taken their fins. That's what Japan would have done.
Oh, I make necklace.
John Doe with a truism. He says, it's gay to be gay. That is correct.
Oh my God, it's cruel to be kind in the right measure. Something, something, something. Old ass song I've heard a billion times. All right. Enough of that. It's time to get drunk. It's time to get Russian. And it's time to drive a boat into a South Korean bridge. From the Moscow Times. Independent news from Russia. Because in Soviet Russia, news is independent from you. Dun. I sincerely apologize. That was awful. I take it back. It'll never happen again. Or at least not for another 30 seconds. Oh, God. Should I... I don't even know if I can do a Russian accent. Should I attempt it just for shits and giggles?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, that's a horrible sign, but okay. Drunk Russian sailor rips gaping hole in South Korean bridge. Bridge was in way.
Nailed it.
How are we doing so far? No?
Yep, nope, great. Keep
oh,
doing it.
Come on. No, you could be straight with me, damn it. I'll keep doing it.
I am. It's a great accent. You should keep doing it.
No. I could hear the smile in your voice. You're goofing on me. But that's fine. That's fine. I'll play along. Oh, wow. I hear that. All right, so we're at 9. We're getting there, folks. We could do another week of 10. But anyway. An allegedly intoxicated Russian sailor with poor English skills has crashed a cargo ship into a bridge in South Korea. The Russian-flagged Sea Grande vessel created a 5-meter hole when it rammed into the highway bridge in the port of Busan. Russian outlets reported Thursday, citing South Korean news media. The detained captain of the 6,000-ton ship registered a blood alcohol level above the legal limit. I'm turning into Italian, I just realized. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported, citing the Coast Guard service. No injuries were reported, but parts of the bridge were closed for precautionary measures, it said. Authorities were also trying to determine why the ship was heading towards the bridge in the first place, when it should have been going in the opposite direction, Yonhap reported. The captain ignored warnings from Coast Guards to change course because he didn't understand English well. The RBC News website reported, citing other South Korean news media. Less than an hour before damaging the bridge, Yonhap reported the Sea Grande had also hit a cruise ship moored at the same port. All right, I'm done.
There's a video of this, by the way.
Oh, shall we play it?
Yeah, why not? This is hilarious.
I'm looking at the chat here for a second. Marking out, impressed with, wow, cruel to be kind. Oh my God, Stabbers, it's a me, hey man. Pizza mozzarella, boppity boopity. All right, what is happening here? Fuckwad, that whale in Brazil is why Kirk and Sock had to time travel to save the future. You mean Spock? I feel like a P should be in there.
It seems like there would be a P there, but nope.
Chad is exploring their sexuality. Yes, they are, Space Medic, and good for them. Have fun. We'll sit here minding our own business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, here's the video of him crashing into the bridge. From multiple angles, I have to say. I'm going to keep it muted because we don't really need the sound. You just need the visual. Also, I have a feeling it's probably going to be Ni Wang Hong.
No, it's just generic music.
Oh, okay.
Space Medic, 1 bridge, ha ha ha. 2 bridges, ha ha ha.
But damn, could you imagine driving on that highway and going, oh my God, there's a fucking boat?
Oh, fuck that.
That would be scary as hell.
I mean, the amazing thing is nobody locks brakes.
Oh.
They all just keep driving.
Yeah. Or nobody dropped an anchor or some shit, or I don't know. But yeah, so there you go. Russian guy was drunk and fucked up. As you could hear by my wonderful accent, that totally wasn't a goof.
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely was too drunk to drive that boat.
He dipped into the vodka reserves. You can't blame him. He's bored out of his skull. He's in South Korea, for fuck's sake.
Scormhammer. That's one way to park. Yeah, I mean, he did an alright job, considering.
Yeah, that would have been great if you just see a single figure jump off the boat, start swimming to shore like, yep, I'm good.
Like it's GTA.
Yeah, going to my doctor's appointment now. Fuck yeah. Or I'm sorry, for the chat's benefit, here we go. I'm going to my doctor's appointment. Fuck yeah. There we go. Got to do it right. Because I know how much certain people in the chat love it when I play myself on my own soundboard. It's their big favorite.
Well, I think their favorite is the way you set yourself up for playing yourself.
No, set myself up. Oh, how dare you? It's completely natural and authentic. I do not do that.
No.
No way.
Not completely natural.
And the fact that you would accuse me of that can only be described as big gay.
You just did it again.
Oh, stop it. Stop being a cunt. It's not true.
Well, I never.
Oh, look at you. Well, I've never been so insulted in my life. Harumph.
Harumph, I say.
Yeah. Give the governor a harumph. Harumph. How do you miss that bridge? That's one way to park. That time you sounded like V. It's water, mate. That's all I can do. If that.
I don't think I have a V impression.
Well, give it a shot. Let's see it. Let's hear you throw your weight around. Come on.
It's the twatter, mate.
Yeah, sure. Keep going.
That's all I got.
Yeah, me too. That's the problem, is that he's become known for just, I'm the twatter, mate. And you got to roll your R's and everything else.
I'm not Sargon's Beach.
I'm not his lapdog. I am not his errand boy. I am my own liberalisticism, my own branch.
I'm so glad that died.
But wait, who owns the copyright at this point?
Who the fuck knows?
It's an open legal question. We'll have to get our best lawyers on the case.
No, I'm not going to pay a lawyer to figure that out.
All right, well, speaking of a guy who could probably use a lawyer, from The Guardian, world's #1 bridge player suspended after failing a drug test. Here, let me find the sound. I probably could have had it queued up beforehand, but I'm lazy. That pretty much sums it up.
I cannot wait to figure out what bridge players use to dope. Can't wait.
Well, let's find out. Norway's Geir Helgelmo. Oh, shit. Wait, Norway? You know what that means?
Oh.
You know what that means? Hold on. Let me... I'm not sure how to pronounce this guy's name. Let's see if we can call into Blackout and find out. Hold on, I'm setting up the transmission. If you could talk to the chat, that'd be great. While I get this set up.
What's going on, chat? He's trying to set this up because, well, clearly we're not professional. So we didn't prepare this ahead of time.
No, to be fair, it doesn't take that much to prepare it.
Hey. You set up the transmission. I'll talk to the chat. How about that?
All right. Sorry, it's a very technical process, but it's done. It's done. I managed to pull it off. So here we go. So Blackout. How the hell do you say this guy's name? All right, thank you. I appreciate you. You're always a good contributor to the show. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just heard it. I don't know if everyone else heard it, but that's 10. If I can actually press the right thing. There we go. Can we get it up to 10? We did it. We did it. Thank you, Blackout, for your contribution. For those of you who didn't catch it, because it was a little jargled, he said, Geir Helgelmo is how you say it. And then, in regards to Stabbers getting to 10 again, let's celebrate. Woo! We did it, chat. Congratulations. Another week, another job well done. All right. Let's get back to the exciting bridge story. Woo.
All right, so from one bridge to another.
You seem you seem a little exasperated, like, what the hell is this? We're all over the place today.
Well, it's amazing to me because it's bridge. Why is anybody doping for bridge?
Well, hey, man, have you ever played bridge? It's so boring. You gotta...
I mean, I guess. So I guess caffeine would be a performance-enhancing drug.
Yep. We're going for bonus points, folks. If we can get to 20, I'll sing. Lies. Helgimo stripped of all titles from the 2018 World Bridge Series. Oh, no, not the World Bridge Series that I'm just now learning about because no one cares. Bridge is not known for doping violations, and Carrie-Anne Opsel... It's very close to Opal. But don't say her name 2 more times or she'll show up. I don't know. Has she ever been here? I don't recall seeing her.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. President of Norwegian Bridge Federation insists the drugs Geir Hilgelmo took were not performance-enhancing. The world #1 bridge player has been suspended after failing a drugs test. Geir Hilgelmo, who is Norwegian but represents Monaco in bridge events, because that makes sense, tested positive for synthetic testosterone and the female fertility drug clomiphene at a World Bridge Series event in Orlando in September. Nothing but questions.
Yeah. That answers more questions than it asks.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Why are you taking female fertility drugs and synthetic testosterone at the same time? He seems very confused. Uh-oh, and the chat's trying to make it happen. They're calling for Opal. They're saying good morning. Oh, no. We'll officially become a true YouTube show once that happens. Was that a gasp?
No, that was me going, eh.
Okay. I thought Stabbers was like, oh. Because Opal's coming. I'm like,
Stabbers.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I keep doing that. Okay. I gotta come up with a simpler way to change the damn number. Anyway. After accepting he had breached anti-doping rules, Helgimo was suspended by the World Bridge Federation until 20 November. He also had all titles, medals, and points from the 2018 World Bridge Series revoked. Wow.
I think that's a big deal.
Yeah, it seems very important, but...
Yeah, I don't know anything about bridge, so...
Yeah, it just leaves me with the question.
Really, nigga?
Well, you know, that means you have to put that on the screen, right?
Oh, I guess it does. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I swear to God, I have a source on my OBS that's just called Image for Stream, where I put up, images that aren't web-based, and literally it's saved. The chicken. There you go. The chicken is back.
Really, nigga?
That's what the chicken's got to say about it. Oh, no. I'm ready to up the counter, because I know it's coming.
Yeah, it's not on the screen yet for the chat.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to put it up again. Fuck it. There you go.
There it goes. It hit the screen.
Putting it back on. All right. Oh, that's hilarious. Fucking hate you. Oh, that's not very nice. Rude.
When she was in the middle of typing too, she said, I swear to God, if I see it, fuck you.
And there it is.
I don't know why this chicken bothers her so, but she doesn't like it.
All right, well, we're leaving it on the screen because this is definitely a really nigga article. Carrie-Anne Opsel, president of the Norwegian Bridge Federation, good morning, said the drugs were not performance-enhancing. Okay. In a statement on the Federation's website, she said, Geir Hilgelmo has previously played for the Norwegian national team and is our biggest star. Many within the bridge community know Gear and respect him. It is his responsibility not to take substances that are on the doping list, even though in this instance they are not performance-enhancing in bridge. I feel for Gear in this situation and hope he will come back stronger after this ban ends. The World Bridge Federation is recognized by the International Olympic Committee and as such abides by World Anti-Doping Agency rules.
Really, nigga?
What?
I don't know what in the fuck that means. Like, why is the World Bridge Federation recognized by the Olympic Committee? Is bridge an Olympic sport that I just didn't know about?
Apparently. Oh, Stabbers is closing the fucking window for cheating.
She's demanding that you take the chicken down.
All right. She was kind enough to come on the show and do her Minnesotan accent. Minnesota. But I take the chicken down. I'm putting at least 5 more on the...
No, you can't put 5 more on the counter.
All right, fine. I won't put 5 more on the counter. I'll only put 2. All right.
Well, I can't stop you.
But, hold on. Sorry, give me a second. That was weird. It's in its ruling, the WBF's anti-doping panel. Oh my fucking god, they have a anti-doping panel.
Look, people need to get paid, okay? They're creating jobs. They're not necessary, but they're creating jobs.
Yeah, they're creating a bridge to jobs. Ho ho. In its ruling, the WBF's anti-doping panel said the team with which Helgelmo competed in the transnational Rosenblum Cup would be stripped of the title, though his teammates were not considered to be at fault and would be allowed to retain their medals, awards, and master points related to the second place ranking in the 2018 competition, which was held in Orlando, Florida. Oh, well, that's nice of you.
Oh, you read that wrong. It's which was held in Orlando in Florida.
Yeah, what did I say?
No, you said in Orlando, Florida. No. It was held in Orlando, in Florida.
Okay, fuck off. Really?
I was correcting the Guardian and their article because that's not the way that's supposed to be written.
Yeah, that seems completely unnecessary and unbelievable. Does anyone know how to write?
No.
Does anyone proofread, or are they just so goddamn busy that they're like, oh, we don't got time, gotta crank this shit out?
Well, to be fair, they probably fell asleep before this part of the article, because it's about bridge.
Oh, maybe they needed some performance-enhancing drugs to proofread this thing.
What they need is a Russian barge driven by a drunk man to come run into it.
We hook you up. Boppity-boopity. The ruling read, the nature of this and all championships require the National Federation to attest to the good standing of the athlete. No wrongdoing or responsibility was found to be held against the Monaco Bridge Federation.
Okay, so we're calling them athletes now.
Oh, there's a stretch.
It's bridge. What the fuck?
It's a serious sport, damn it. Vegas even has lines on it, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I see people in the chat making fun of it. Don't make fun of it. Bridge is serious fucking business. These people are athletes.
They got their own doping agency.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheating is so rampant with dope, they had to get an agency to cover it. The ruling read, the nature of this and all championships require blah, blah, blah. I already read that. The WBF said Helgelmo had provided details on how the prohibited substance may have come to be present in his system, though an extract of the panel's ruling did not elaborate. Helgelmo was ordered to refund the WF for the cost of the hearing, which is calculated at 3,659 quid, which is 3154 pounds? I don't know. Or euros, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would have told them to fuck off. It's bridge.
Yeah.
I'm not paying 3,000 euros because you have a doping agency for some goddamn reason. It's bridge.
That's hilarious. Spaceman says, bridge is as serious as the internet. Oh, pugh. Yeah.
Well, and we all know how seriously I take the internet, so.
Me too. So let's move on.
For real.
Immediately. And now we get to the part that our druggies in the chat will enjoy.
Well, the last article was about a druggie.
Yeah, well, I think there's a bit of a difference between synthetic testosterone and female fertility and opium.
A little bit of a difference, but drugs are drugs. And they're all bad, okay?
Okay. Drugs are drugs. Why should it be? Oh, God. I'm going Depeche mode. I apologize. Stabbers will like that, but that's about it. Earth.com.
Only one.
Wild parrots are destroying poppies to feed their opium addiction. It's a hell of a title.
It's fucking druggies.
I love this fucking picture. Look at that bird. Look at how big his eye is. Gotta get it.
Bird is high as a kite.
I need it. You don't understand, Ma. You know you drove me to this. You just kept pushing and pushing. Finally, I broke. God damn. Anyway. Some farmers in central India. Oh, no. Please tell me there's no names in here. Oh, I already see one. Fuck. Are on high alert because... sorry, give me a sec. Jeez. Some farmers are on high alert as flocks of wild parrots are tearing into their poppy plants for opium. Because why not? The parrots, who have apparently developed a serious addiction to opium, have even learned when and how to covertly descend upon the plants. Video footage captured... Well, wait a minute. In this sentence, you say, learned and when how to covertly descend upon the plants, and then you say there's video footage of them doing it.
Look, they're birds. They don't know what cameras are.
I call into question the efficacy of this article. I need it to go before a board, a panel.
We are not skipping this article so that you can avoid reading Indian people's names.
No. I'm not going to skip the article. I'm saying that this article is bullshit. It's bunk. And should be treated as such. It's doping.
It's a doped article.
Yeah, basically. I mean, look at that fucking bird. Oh, no. I just had an awful idea.
Uh-oh. What was the idea?
Take that picture, and you know what to do. You know what to do.
It doesn't really work.
Oh, come on.
No, the bird's not even looking at you. The bird is eating a fucking plant.
All right, fine. I'll let it slide. They can't all be winners. Video footage captured in India's Madhya Pradesh state shows wild parrots frantically ripping apart the poppy seed pods. In some cases, the birds can be seen cutting the stalks below the pods and flying off into the trees with them. The parrots wait until the farmers cut the poppy pods to help them ripen, which exposes latex that is rich in morphine. The birds have also learned to be stealthy, swooping silently down into the poppy fields without making a sound. The farmers say that the Uh-oh, wait. Stealth mission? Poppy seeds. Metal Gear. Oh, no. Never mind. I won't do it. I thought about it, but I'm like, nah.
It's going to be a lot of fun here in a minute. You should do it.
Oh, I don't like that. All right, fine. The farmers say that the parrots have become so addicted to the opium that they must be on guard nearly all the time to prevent the birds from eating the seeds and getting high. Nanomachines. All right. The birds are getting nanomachines from the poppy seeds. It's the perfect crime. The opium poppy, Papaver somniferen. Somniferen is one of the oldest medicinal plants in the world. Opiates derived from the plants have been used for thousands of years for both medicinal and recreational purposes. Today, opium poppies are used to produce the two most common painkillers, morphine and codeine. Dr. R.S. Fuck You is an opium specialist in Mansoor. No, I'll give it a try. Dr. R.S. Chundawat is an opium specialist in Mansoor who explained to the Daily Mail that opium would affect the parrots in the same way that coffee or tea affects humans, giving them instant energy. He said that once the birds experienced this feeling, they would have quickly fallen prey to the addiction. And scene.
was just adding to the counter.
Yeah, I was shutting up. I was letting it happen. So close. Right there at 20. Fuck yeah. But yeah, so we got... Oh, I was waiting for it.
That was me. That was me laughing.
I know, but every time you turn your mic on, I'm listening for it. I'm listening for number 20. I'm like these parrots focusing on that opium. I'm focusing on Stabber's laugh.
Dr. Fuck You.
Oh, Dr. Fuck You, yeah. 1919. Ah.
Yeah, she's trying really, really hard right now. She has her hands over her mouth.
That's what I was imagining. Her sitting there going... Sounded like Swedish Chef. Oh. Yeah, hold it down. Oh, deep breath.
Yep, she's trying.
Should I? Oh, I'm not going to cheat. I won't put up the chicken.
No, go for it.
No. We're going to get it all natural. But yeah, so apparently the parrot population of India with the dot is going a little haywire. Getting a little high.
Because it got high. Because it got high. Because they got high. Up.
I was going to put the counter to 20, and then I got high. I was going to go to India and get a parrot, and then I got high. I was going to move on to the next article, and I'll tell you why. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. All right. Now, to pivot to a much happier story, got to tell you, this is really an uplifting story. I can't sell that hard enough how happy this is going to make you. Whoops. I genuinely did not mean to put the chicken back up. I apologize. Stabbers look away in about 10 seconds. Des Moines Register. Iowa man accused of killing wife with corn rake. Bond set at $5 million cash. Something tells me he doesn't have that.
Jeez, that's $5 million. Fuck me, that's a lot. What did he do?
God damn it!
And there it is. And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. 20 it is. I don't even know what to do with myself here. Which we already played Ode to Joy. What else could we play for 20? Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's see what can I come up with. Wilhelm? No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you know what? Let's just play the Ed Ogeron ad because that always makes me laugh. Let's go.
Hey, I'm Coach O. I just love my Hummer. I believe the Hummer is the best vehicle on the road. Big, tough, aggressive, and it represents everything that we want at Ole Miss. I have my Hummer. You need a Hummer. Tell them about it, JoJo.
Mississippi, they are here. The new Rogers Dabbs H3 Hummers are here.
The folks at Rogers Dabbs Hummer are first-team players. Come see them.
Rogers Dabbs and Hummer like nothing else. New H3 starting at just $32,000.
Love it.
Big, tough, aggressive. I have my Hummer. You need a Hummer. Tell them about it, Stabber.
Everybody needs a Hummer.
Everybody needs a Hummer. But yes, congratulations, chat. We got her to 20. An eastern Iowa man was charged Thursday with murder in the killing of his wife. Well, I would assume that if it's a murder, there'd be a killing. Anyway, who was found with a corn rake impaled in her back, authorities said. God, it sounds like Resident Evil. Todd Mullis, 42, of Earlville, was charged with first-degree murder in the death of 39-year-old Amy Mullis, who died November 10 after she was stabbed multiple times. Nice. The couple...
Is it really stabbing if it's a corn rake?
Well, what would you call it? Cheese grating?
I don't know. I just don't know that I would call it stabbing.
Well, should we ask our resident expert? Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's ask the resident expert.
Stabbers is saying, look Look in general. Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, and it's finally happened. Hold on. Let me put this up on screen. I believe this was Fuckwad coming in hot with a meme of stabbers on a chicken. The meme we didn't know we wanted and we got. Oh, and our resident expert says, no, you can't get stabbed by the rake. But there you go. Oh, here. How about I probably plus this sucker. Let me see. Zoom in a little bit. Yep. There you go. Now, if you could just put... if you put really nigga on this, I think that'd be the end of it. Oh, okay. But yeah, chat, let me know what you think of this. And thank you again, Fuckwad. Oh, you can? I misread that. I apologize. Wait, no, you can get stabbed by the rake. The rake has short spike bits. Yeah. You can. Yeah, okay. Again, I guess it depends on what kind of rake. If it's just the rake you use with your leaves, that'd be kind of hard to do because it's too flimsy. But if it's one of those proper metal rakes, you could certainly do it. But yes, thank you, Fuckwad. Appreciate it. That's 2 memes today. Look at you.
Okay, so we can't stab people with a rake then, right?
Well, I think, according to stabbers, you can. I think it just depends on the rake.
I mean, I would think it would be impaled, right?
Again, I think it would depend. Because if it's one of those flimsy rakes you use to, get leaves and whatnot, then no. I don't think so. But if it's a pitchfork...
It's a corn rake. So it's the rake that's got the tongs at the end of it, the 4 tongs. It's not a leaf rake. You can't stab somebody with a leaf rake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, chat, 1 for stab, 2 for impale. 1 for stab, 2 for impale. 1 for stab, 2 for impale.
All right, Stabber says 1. Imagine my shock. She went stab. That surprises me. All right, well, while the chat's determining that, let's get into how we got to this point. The couple had marital problems for several years. Well, no shit.
You don't say.
I can't imagine why it would lead to you being murdered. No, everything was just hunky-dory, everything was fine, then all of a sudden, stab, stab, stab. The couple had marital problems for several years. Friends told law enforcement months before she died. Oh. Amy Mullis told a friend she feared her husband would kill her, saying if she was found dead, quote, "You'll know Todd did something to me," authorities said. Well, Jesus. This seems like a bit of negligence, potentially.
And yet you stayed.
That's entirely fair, and that's a whole another discussion. Mullis called 911 at about noon that day. He said his 13-year-old son yelled for him, and he then found his wife unresponsive in a shed at their home in the 1700 block of 255th Avenue in Earlville, a city of about 800 people in Delaware County, records show. Mullis told investigators his wife was in a crouched position with a corn rake impaled in her back. Ah! Article says impaled.
Oh, see? Called it.
Article says impaled. Oh, Jesus. And Fuckwad delivered. Hold on. Unbelievable. There we go. It's perfect. Oh, wait. Don't want to lose the really. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Fuckwad. Appreciate it. And yes, Stabbers, you are correct. That is hardcore. Yeah, no. You should probably talk about getting divorced or go see a counselor, yes, before the rake and the impaling, according to the article, occurs. Just a thought.
I don't know if I'd call her a thought. That seems a little...
Well,
seems to go a little too far.
Wait. You say that, But let's get a little further in the article, and you might change your tune.
Oh, my.
Mullis told investigators his wife was in a crouched position with a corn rake impaled in her back, according to a criminal complaint. Before then, the three were working in a hog building on their property. It was Amy Mullis's first day out of the house since undergoing surgery days earlier, Todd Mullis told detectives. As she helped clean light bulbs, Amy Mullis appeared to have dizzy spells, her husband said. He told her to rest inside, he told investigators. Mullis pulled the rake out of his wife's back and drove her in his pickup truck to the hospital. She was moved to an ambulance on the way there. According to court documents, she was pronounced dead at a Manchester medical center. Amy Mullis had an affair. Dun-dun. With another man in 2013.
Okay, all right, so maybe she was a thought.
There's the thoughtery. It shattered his trust of Amy. Well, no shit, he told investigators.
You think?
According to charging documents, he also confronted her about a second alleged affair in July, authorities said. La-di-da. In an interview with law enforcement, Mullis described his relationship with his wife as good. But investigators said, I mean, who's going to tell law enforcement, no, my relationship is fucking brutal and I'm going to kill that bitch?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to say to the cops. In an interview with law enforcement, Mullis described his relationship with his wife as good. But investigators said a man she was in a romantic relationship with claimed she wanted to leave her husband and was scared to death of him, a detective said. If he catches me, he might even make me disappear, she told the man, according to a criminal complaint. The two, who married in 2004 and have 3 children, ages 13, 11, and 8. Ooh, this is going to be fantastic for their development.
Oh, yeah. Somebody please get those kids into therapy stat.
Yeah. Had not slept in the same bed for the 5 months before her death. Oh, yeah. So things are going real well.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I get the couch. The bitch gets the bed. If she's lucky. Jeez. Apologies, I seem to have lost my spot. 5 months before this, investigator with the Delaware County Sheriff Office said, on the day she died, Amy Mullis texted a friend, still very tense around here, just not sure of anything anymore, authorities said. Oh, good sign. Amy Mullis told friends she worried her husband would kill her and throw her to the pigs if he found out she was having an affair. One of the friends told investigators Amy Mullis felt trapped and like a prisoner. Bullshit.
Yeah, because trapped in prisoners, often have... They're often sleeping around on their significant others.
You mean complete autonomy to make decisions and choose their own actions? Wow.
Yeah.
You don't say. Then in October, Amy Mullis called a friend and screaming and crying and said her husband learned of her affair, the sheriff's investigator wrote in court records. The state medical examiner's office determined Amy Mullis's death was a homicide, saying her injuries were not consistent with falling onto a rake as her husband described. She suffered 6 puncture wounds. The rake had 4 prongs, the investigator said. Dun-dun! The smoking gun.
Aight.
Or the smoking rake.
Right? This is a weird story.
It is. Mullis told investigators he did not know how his wife sustained her injuries. But 4 days before Amy Mullis' death, Mullis died, an iPad owned and used by Todd Mullis. Get ready, folks. Get ready for the really nigga. iPad owned and used by Todd Mullis searched the internet for organs in the body. Charging records show the iPad also showed search results for killing unfaithful women and what happened to cheating spouses in historic Aztec tribes, authorities said.
Really, nigga?
You idiot.
Well, so this is a weird thing, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly, but I don't see any actual evidence that he killed her, other than she has puncture wounds in her back from a rake. That's the one thing that I'm seeing here. Other than that, okay, so somebody on his iPad searched organs in the body, killing unfaithful women, and what happened to cheating spouses. But, organs in the body could be anything. And, again, his wife has already cheated on him several times. So that he's searching for killing unfaithful women, or the especially odd one, what happened to cheating spouses in the historic Aztec tribes, doesn't seem relevant to me.
I just found
it's just a weird story.
It's very strange. Mullis was held at the Delaware County Jail after Magistrate Daniel McLean set his bond at $5 million cash. Whew. He also ordered Mullis to surrender his passports and guns. Mullis' attorney could not be immediately reached for comment Thursday night. His preliminary hearing was set for March 8th. The Iowa Attorney General's office will assist in prosecuting the case. If convicted of first-degree murder, Mullis will be sentenced to life in prison. So yeah, allegedly this guy killed his wife. That's a shame. Yeah, especially considering she cheated on her.
It happens.
Oh! Is that who I think it is?
Hey, look out!
Oh shit, it's OJ. Hello, sir. How are you today? I hope you're doing
OJ.
well. But funny that you would come around during a story about a guy killing his wife, allegedly. Do you have any thoughts about it? Is this a regular occurrence?
It happens.
Oh, you're saying it happens? Yeah, it does. It's really a shame. What do you think this guy should do? Can you give him any legal advice?
I plead the fifth.
All right, that's fair. You think he should plead the fifth as well? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You have any other thoughts, OJ? No? Oh, he's gone. Wow. That was weird. Why is he always around when there's a murder? Yeah.
I don't know. It's really weird that he does that.
I just see in the chat, Broski goes, OJ!
I laughed at Space Medic's comment. Ho low-key deserved it. It wasn't a hoe. It was a rake.
It was a thought. Oh, very good. Nice. Bravo. I appreciate that pun. Very good. Damn it, though. I love how there is an OJ interview every week with like 5 clips. Yeah, it's tough. And if you noticed, I kind of cut that short because I'm like, shit. I don't know where else to take this. I'm limited to 5 clips. But I'm sitting here reading the article. I'm like, wait, guy allegedly kills his wife? That would be perfect for OJ. So I improv'd. But unfortunately, like he said, I've got, 5 things he says. So it's tough to finagle a conversation.
OJ definitely stabbed his wife. That was definitely a stabbing.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, come on. You can't keep talking about it. It's forever ago.
Beating a dead horse.
See, OJ agrees. You're beating a dead horse.
I'm shocked that he would call his ex-wife a horse.
Well, I mean, never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. So, yes, guy impaled his wife, who was cheating on him multiple times. Did it with a rake, a corn rake of all things, allegedly. But I just, to be fair to him, and again, for all we know, like you said, it's completely circumstantial. But that always makes me laugh whenever I watch these crime shows or whatever, where they build up, and it's like, oh, you're unsure. Did he actually kill his wife, whatever? And then they pull out just the dumbest thing, like, oh, he tried to bury the bloody shoes in his backyard. Or, oh, he he left the murder weapon in his basement. And you're like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Right, yeah.
And the idea that he was searching all these things, shortly around the time of it, just it made me think of that. Again, for all we know, innocent until proven guilty. But if he's guilty, that was just stupid.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like I said, it's just a really strange story because normally you read these stories and what you get is, like a timeline of things. But we didn't really get a timeline in this story. We really just got a whole bunch of random smattering of comments that she's made, where, oh, well, she feels like he's going to kill her and all this stuff. But see, that's the thing is, unless you can back that up with evidence of a temper or evidence of a violent history, just telling me that somebody thought somebody was going to kill them doesn't really tell me a whole lot. Because people say shit all the time. So, and then the facts to back it up is, well, look at his Google history. All right, well, 1, it's an iPad, so it's not as if it's the most secure thing in the world. But 2, even that isn't evidence of a crime or evidence of a violent history. So I'm not really understanding.
Okay, couple things. 1, Fuckwad says, what does Mike Tyson think about the guy who killed his wife? I don't know. Let's ask him.
I wish one of your guys had children if I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Any other thoughts?
I won't talk nice to you and talk about fornicating with you and letting you suck my...
Okay, well, he seems like a well-adjusted guy. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the input. And then Doc Griffin said if you check your DMs, you can enjoy that. So I did check my DMs, and I have now posted it in the general of my Discord. And
put that on screen.
And we'll put that on screen here in a second after I @ Stabbers. And then open the link. Hold on. Let me do some magical rigmarole here. And let's put that on screen, shall we? Congratulations, Stabbers. You are now with the chicken.
You've become one with the chicken.
You have become one with the chicken. Oh, she says, I'm not looking. She knows what's coming. Oh, thank you, Doc. That's great. I refuse to look at the screen. Oh, thank you very much, Doc. And also, Stabbers put a definition of impalement and a definition of stabbing in the general. Shall we read that or for posterity?
No, it's impalement. It's not stabbing.
All right, well, here. This is all Doc's fault. Yep. Oh, he DM'd Stabbers too. That's amazing.
Good job, Doc.
Yes, well done, Doc. Thank you very much. I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing it. I'm trying to increment the counter. I've got to come up with a better system of doing it. But at the moment, I'm going with this jank system because it's funny to me. But I think I'm going to read this definition just for posterity. Actually, no. You know what?
No, go for it. Go ahead. Read the definitions.
Well, I kind of want to get to you singing, but let's see.
All right. Okay. Well, then we'll skip it. We got one more article. So we'll go ahead and get through that article, and then we'll get to me singing.
All right. So our last article of the day. From the Daily Times. Maryville man faces felony charge of tampering with salsa for delivery. Now again, they don't come out and say what tampering means, but let's find out, shall we?
Yeah, this guy went balls to the walls.
Yep. Boy, that picture, that is not the most...
No, he clearly did more than dip his foot in.
He doesn't seem like a happy guy, just saying. It's not that surprising based on this picture that this guy did what he did.
No, it's not.
A Maryville man accused of dipping his privates in salsa being delivered to a low-tipping restaurant customer faces a felony charge. Now, I will say this. Having worked in a restaurant, I think you can attest to this too, Jabbers, there's a bit of a golden rule. In general, it's good policy to not fuck with the people who serve your food. I'm just saying, because then shit like this happens.
Well, but see, that's the thing is, this just says low tipping customer, right? And so I will say this, okay? Not everybody can afford to leave what you would consider to be a good tip, okay? And so that should be considered, you know, when you're making these decisions. It doesn't say that the customer did anything wrong or fucked with him in any sort of way. It just said they are typically a low tipping customer. Which, you know, I mean, again, like, you know, I mean, you can't expect that everybody is going to be able to tip or tip well. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. And again, I've worked as a server before. That was my attitude when I was a server. It's my attitude now. I'm typically a good tipper, but I can understand that there are people that can't tip.
Right. All I was getting at is I'm just throwing it out there that it's generally a good policy that if you take care of the people who serve your food, they'll take care of you. And if you don't fuck with them, again, leaving an 89-cent tip isn't technically fucking with them. But like you were saying, it's kind of implied. I don't know. I just remember hearing, did I ever tell you about my mother? She was a waitress too, and she got a penny's tip. And did I ever tell you that story?
So usually if somebody leaves a penny, it means that you did a really bad job, I think.
Well,
I'm trying to think, there was something a customer told me once about tipping a penny, and what it actually meant.
Well, again, she didn't get tipped penny. She got tipped. I think the story goes it was 11 cents. Okay, but the moral of the story is it was 15 guys who had just come in from golfing, I believe, and they all together left an 11-cent tip.
Yeah, see, that's fucked up. Like, so I guess to clarify what I'm saying, I'm not saying that every low tip, it should be acceptable. I'm saying that there are some people who can't afford to tip. I mean, especially when going out to a restaurant for 2 people can mean spending $20 or $30. Not everybody can afford a tip after the $20 or $30 for the check. So, so there are some circumstances. I mean, like, for instance, I've had a guy that came in and all he could tip me was 50 cents. That was the last 50 cents that he had. So, I wasn't going to be too hard on that guy. I've had other people that came in and ate $20 or $30 worth of food and had extra money and left no tip. And I just kind of have to shrug my shoulders at it. I mean, or I could have done what this guy did. I guess we should probably get into that.
It's a difference of philosophy.
Yeah.
No, and I hear what you're saying, that yes, it could be a potential case-by-case basis, but in general, if you can avoid it.
No, I mean, I completely agree. If you're going to act like an ass, to the people that are preparing your food or serving your food, then you get what you get.
Yeah. Howard Matthew Matt. Boy, that's a big-time creative nickname there. Jesus. Webb, 31. Oh, my. Look at this. Tuckaleche. Tuckaleche? Maybe? Tuckaleche? What do you think?
I'm going to go with Tuckaleche.
Tuckaleche Pike is being held in the Blount? I'm going to go Blount.
It's Blount.
Blount County Jail in lieu of $45,000 bond pending a 9 a.m. hearing today in Blount County General Sessions Court. $45,000 bond for dipping your balls in salsa.
You gave it away.
No, it said he accused of dipping his privates in salsa. That was the first line of the article. Damn it. Maryville police officers arrested Webb on Friday night after being contacted by the dinner delivered service about a video that seemed to show someone tampering with food intended for a diner they perceived in the past to be a low tipper. Webb is charged with adulteration of food, liquids, or pharmaceuticals, a Class C felony. Whew. If convicted, he faced a possible sentence of 3 to 15 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Wow. Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Seems a little harsh, but all right. Disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, can we talk about this for a second? So you can get 15 years for dipping your balls in somebody's food, but you only get, what is it, 3 to 5 for rape? It seems like this country's priorities are a bit fucked up here.
Just a bit. It's all the dirty super PAC money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not that, but just keep going.
I was doing my best progressive impression. Oh, excuse me. We gotta get the dirty money out. Ooh, Bernie, feel the burn 2020.
Fuck off.
He had his, I think, opening campaign speech or something, or his kickoff in Brooklyn today.
Did it get hijacked by 2 women again?
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Get off the stage. You're an old white man, so you can't possibly understand. Yeah.
Get off the goddamn stage.
Yeah. Get off the podium, sir. I acquiesce. I must acquiesce to the people.
Everybody must be equal.
Yeah. Everybody should be equal under the law and the 1%. I'm flailing my arms around while I do this because that's the only way I can get into character. I'm like wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man from Family Guy. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. That's wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. That's wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Not bad.
Yeah, so Late Night with Broski says a ball dip sounds gross, but I think a rape should be more severely punished than a ball salsa. Right? That's what I'm saying. You know, is that, you know, I mean, we've gone way too far when we're complaining about people dipping their balls in other people's salsa. Just don't eat the fucking salsa. But 3 to 15 years sounds ridiculous.
Disgusting. The 14-second video, apparently shot from the driver's seat of a vehicle and since removed from the internet, shows a man in the passenger seat take a white cup and hold it to his groin area while moving his pants.
His groinal area.
His groinal area, to be specific. Yes. In the background, a voice that sounds like a woman is laughing and saying, "This is what you get when you give an 89-cent tip for an almost 30-minute drive." The man says, "This feels good on my..." Redacted, I only assume.
Yeah, we're going to go with balls.
Yeah. This feels good on my balls. Maryville Police Chief Tony Crisp, that's a hell of a name, said Monday the investigation is ongoing. Aaliyah Wilson, a general manager for Dinner Delivered, fuck, and the driver, who was an independent contractor, no longer works for the company. She will never drive for Dinner Delivered again. Well, I would certainly hope so.
Right?
Jesus, most of these articles, there's always like these no shit statements.
Right. Yeah, every single time. Without fail.
It's brutal. Webb, the passenger, was not affiliated with the delivery service, and it's not clear why he was in the vehicle.
Well, clearly it was to put his balls in the salsa.
Yeah. Spicy.
And in something else, but probably also in the salsa.
Yeah. The salsa? Oh, God, never mind. A lubricant joke. Although the driver is not seen in the video, Wilson said the company terminated its agreement with the driver after receiving screenshots of other messages allegedly from the driver referring to food tampering. The restaurant delivery service began serving Maryville in July 2018, and the driver had been with the company since November, Wilson said. She had been a good, reliable driver. Wilson said the company will more thoroughly investigate drivers in the future and work with the restaurants to improve oversight. We take customer service seriously. Well, I would hope so, she said, noting the company has been in business since 2008, and that all calls go to the main office in Chattanooga. Based on the 89-cent tip comment in the video, Dinner Delivered tracked down the order, which occurred January 12th, to a customer Wilson said the driver knew. The company issued a refund for the order. There's no evidence that anyone else's food was tampered with, Wilson said. April M. Pennington of Maryville told the Daily Times she sent the video to Dinner Delivered and then posted it on Facebook when the company didn't appear to be acting on it. Pennington said she has never met the driver but saw the video through a group chat related to the Facebook group. "This is disgusting," she said. "I called Dinner Delivered and told them that was what was going on." Pennington said she told the company who the driver was, but the person is not seen in the video. Then she shared screenshots where the driver and Webb allegedly talk about putting eye drops in drinks. Oh. Because she did not feel the company was dealing appropriately with the driver, Pennington said she posted the video online February 21st. All right, it's wrong to dip your balls in salsa and then deliver it, but look at this busybody. Oh, nobody's doing anything. I have to tell them. No,
I think what she did was fine. She alerted the company to the company's, issue, and it didn't seem like the company was willing to do anything about it, so she trashed the company publicly. I don't have a problem with this.
Nah, soccer mom.
I mean, honestly, you can say, well, look at what she's doing. She's a busybody, but I mean, there are people working for this company who have friends that are dipping their fucking balls in salsa and putting eye drops into drinks. I mean, just imagine if you were the person that was eating the ball salsa and didn't know it. You dip a chip and you're halfway through the salsa, you dip a chip and you come up with a pube on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to be pretty pissed.
No, I'm good.
No?
I tip my people well. Funny. I don't have to worry about it. La-dee-da. But yeah, so we ended on a spicy note with a Maryville man faces felony, that's right, felony charges for tampering, a.k.a. dipping his balls in salsa.
Yeah, I think that's a little too far.
That's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
I just made the wrong thing disappear. There we go. So now, I think without much further to do, it's time to get to the cherry on top and put a nice little ribbon on this show, which has been fun, by the way. Thank you all who were watching and who participated in the memes. But now, a very exciting, very special event that, well, actually isn't all that special because we've done it 4 times in a row now. It's time for Jobbers and Jabbers Karaoke. Tonight, starring our own Water Jabbers, singing
That's me.
That is you. Singing the classic My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, a.k.a. Cher, from the movie motion picture Titanic. So if I could just put this... Yeah, he's not real thrilled about it. Well, you want to explain why you're not real thrilled about it?
Yeah, so it's not that it's a love song. Like, that doesn't bother me. I realize that for a lot of people, that's why this song sucks. It's a really, really badly written love song. Pay attention to some of the lines in the song, and you won't be able to figure out what in the fuck she's actually talking about. She's just singing words half of the time.
Okay, hold on. Something got screwed up with the My Circle capture thing. Hold on.
Ruh-roh.
No, the My Circle's
off
good
the hook
to go.
then, right?
Give me 1 second. Not sure what the issue is. Oh, the crop got screwed up because I altered some things. Talk to the chat while I take care of this. It shouldn't be too long, if you would be so kind.
All right, yeah. So Space Medic asks, if you're a man and you eat ball salsa without knowing it, are you gay? Probably. I mean, technically, your tongue did touch balls, so
that seems a little harsh.
John Doe, yeah. John Doe says it's a crappy song. Yep, it absolutely is a crappy song. It's really poorly written. John Doe says that my real name is Karen. No, real name is definitely not Karen. And I don't want to speak to your supervisor either.
Oh, jeez.
So, EDM wants to know, is 22 the record for Miss Stabbers? I'm not sure. I can't remember if we had higher than that. I know we had one episode where we put infinite, but that wasn't really infinite. We just went over 10, I think.
All right, there. I think that's better. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure 22 today is the supreme record. All right, so I think that should have fixed it. There we go.
She
That's
keeps
better.
saying we're cheating by chicken. It's not cheating.
No, there was other stuff going on today. Don't give me that.
Yeah, it's a meme. It's not cheating.
All right, well, Celine Dion is on the screen, ready to go. I'm going to unmute the tab. There we go. So let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
All right, let's get it over with. Let me just verify everything's good. If you could just say test, test.
Test, test.
All right, you are coming in live. I think we're all good. So if you're ready, let me know when to hit play.
And go for it.
All right.
Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you, that is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life. We'll always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. I don't know, that's what it says.
All right. Well done. Well done. Other than that no sol on that hymn at the end, huh? Very disappointing.
Wasn't a hymn, it was a hum. That's what it said. So I said
No, you had to hold it. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Strong finish. Yeah. Nice flourish at the end.
Oh, fuck off. You no sell half the songs you sing.
Me? Bullshit.
Yes, you.
No. Horseshit. I try my damnedest. It just comes out horribly.
Yeah, that's why you could.
I do.
Without laughing.
Here we go. No, come on. All right, hold on. Let me look at the... Oh, God. There's a meme from Fuckwad. Again. I appreciate that you're the broad.
It's a terrible song. I wasn't even going to try. It's a terrible song.
Unbelievable.
No, that song is unbelievable. One of the lines is, "Love was when I loved you." What the fuck does this mean?
Yeah, and one of the lines I've had to sing was, wrapped in plastic, it's fantastic.
Yes, but that makes sense when you're singing about a Barbie. It doesn't make sense when you're singing about love. That statement means nothing.
Everybody's throwing...
Apparently Broski's saying the honeymoon is over. No, I think we're still laughing. We're still laughing at each other.
Okay, the end was fine. Yeah. Yeah, unbelievable. Anyway. Thank you, Jabbers, for a wonderful performance.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for stopping by on another... I don't even want... Yes, we'll just keep it as called... We'll call it an episode. Let's just call it...
Yeah, just call it that.
Yeah, we'll just call it an episode. Not a ramble, not a cluster F. Just call it an episode. Hope to see y'all next week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will now fade out to closing time, which we to occasionally, because unfortunately I forgot to move my self-singing Take On Me to this new computer. I will do that promptly. But anything else to add, Jabbers, or are we done?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Closing time. Open all the doors out and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know I wanna take me home. I know I wanna take me home. I know I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come. So gather up your jackets, move it to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time. Every new beginning comes with some other beginnings, and yeah, I know I wanna take me home. I know I wanna take me home. I know I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know I wanna take me home. I know I wanna take me home. I know I wanna take me home. Take me home. I know